Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be discussing the direct and the indirect pathway of the basal ganglia. So the function of the direct pathway is going to be to increase movement, and the function of the indirect pathway is going to be to decrease movement. Now let's first start with the direct pathway. The direct pathway is going to start at the motor cortex. The motor cortex is going to send out the excitatory neurotransmitter glutamate to the putamen, which is over here, and the caudate, which is over here. Now, once the putamen receives the signal from the motor cortex, it is going to carry out its function of sending out GABA to the globus pallidus internus. So now the putamen over here is going to send out GABA to the globus pallidus internus, which is over here. So GABA is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. As a result, this is going to inhibit the function of the globus pallidus internus. The normal function of the globus pallidus internus is going to be to inhibit the thalamus by sending out GABA. But because it has been inhibited by the putamen, it is not able to inhibit the thalamus. As a result, the thalamus is going to be able to stimulate the motor cortex, and that is going to increase movement. Now let's discuss the indirect pathway. The indirect pathway is also going to start at the motor cortex. The motor cortex is going to send out glutamate to the caudate and the putamen. Once the putamen receives a signal, it is going to send out GABA to the globus pallidus externus, which is this yellow region that I'm highlighting over here. The normal function of globus pallidus externus is going to be to inhibit the subthalamic nucleus, which is this orange region I'm highlighting over here. So now that globus pallidus externus is inhibited by the putamen, it is not able to inhibit the subthalamic nucleus. And as a result, the subthalamic nucleus is going to be able to carry out its normal function of stimulating the globus pallidus internus. So this is going to be the globus pallidus internus. And as you might recall, the function of globus pallidus internus is going to be to inhibit the thalamus by sending out GABA. So now that it sends out GABA to the thalamus is going to be inhibited, and it is not going to be able to stimulate the motor cortex to increase movement. So I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions, just comment below. If you watch this video over and over again, I think it'll make sense. Try to write it down, and I think that will help you a lot in learning these pathways. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video.